Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel Agri Gyan Hub. Last lecture we have studied about ZBNF, Zero Budget Natural Farming. In that lecture we studied about the four pillars of ZBNF, and today we study about one of the pillar, that is the Jeevamrit or Jeevamrit. In this lecture we are going to study about what is Jeevamrit, what are the ingredients that are needed to make the Jeevamrit, how it is prepared and how to use it, or we can say the dosage, which is very important, and some few points that we have to keep in mind while preparing the Jeevamrit. Now, first and foremost, what is Jeevamrit? It is basically a liquid fertilizer, we can say. And Jeev itself, last lecture also I have told about that Jeev itself means the microbes. And as you're well aware with the fact that over the years, during the Green Revolution, we have blindly used synthetic fertilizers on a large scale, due to which the microbes which are naturally being present in the soil died, vanished, and we can say that it's very minimum what we used to have earlier. Now the aim of these Jeevamrit is to increase these microbes, so that our production will be good, our yield will be good. So these Jeevamrit basically will act as a biostimulant that is going to promote the activity of microorganisms. So it is going to enrich the soil fertility at the most. At the end, it is going to increase the soil fertility. It is going to increase the yield, the production that we needed. So now the second point is, what are its ingredients? On the left side, I have wrote the ingredients. Right side is the quantity. So first and foremost, we need a fresh cow dung. Right now, why I have written fresh cow dung? It's because if it is dry, the microbes, or we can say millions and billions of beneficial microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes, which will be present in the cow dung, would not be there. Therefore, we need a fresh cow dung. At least we can say 3 days late, it's okay. But if it is fresh, it's very good, but it cannot be dry. If it is dry, it is not going to show the importance or the activity that we need it. So we need 10 kg of fresh cow dung. Cow urine, it has to be fresh, but there's no any kind of restriction or the point to ponder in these cow urine section. So cow urine we need 10 liter. We need jaggery, we need basin. Now why we need jaggery and the basin? As you all know that jaggery is a good source of energy, and that too is the carbohydrate. So it is going to help in the rapid multiplication of the microbes at the time of the fermentation. Similarly, basin, you all know that it is a good source of protein or amino acids. So it is going to support the growth of the beneficial microorganisms. So these two factor is very important, that is going to provide in a way energy that is needed for the multiplication of microorganisms, and these two is going to bring in the lots of microbes that we needed to make the Jeevamrit. Soil. Now, what kind of soil? The soil should be one where you have not used any chemicals whatsoever, any chemical, so that जो naturally native microbial organism या diversity biome would be there. We need that. It is act as an inoculation, right? It's a kind of inoculation that is going to help in better adaptation of the microbes to that local field condition. So we need a handful of soil, where there would be no use of chemical as such. Then we need a water that is around 200 liter. That is going to maintain the moisture for the microbial fermentation. So these are the things that we needed in order to make the Jeevamrit. The most important part that we have to keep in mind, that cow dung has to be fresh, right? And I hope you understood what are the importance of these ingredients so that you can keep in mind while preparing the Jeevamrit, that why you need such ingredients, why you need cow dung, why you need cow urine. So how it is going to prepare. So I've made these barrel for you. So it should be plastic. The barrel should be of plastic, not of any iron or steel that is going to disturb our preparation. So we need a plastic barrel, we need a plastic or wooden wooden stick. We are going to add everything, cow dung, cow urine, besan, jaggery. So I forgot, besan is basically a gram flour, right? Gram flour, soil, handful of soil, and we need water, and we have to mix all these together. Then we have to stir it in the morning, in the evening, in the evening. So there's a, I won't say myth, but mostly it's written that the steering you have to do is clockwise 3 times, anti-clockwise 3 times. So I don't find any scientific reason why we do this, but anyhow you have to stir it so that it get mixed properly. And if the temperature is good, means the temperature is high, it is going to ferment within 2 to 3 days. At the most we can say 48 hours. If it is not, we have to wait for 5 to 7 days till it gets ferment. And you can see the change in the color, and also the smell that you can smell. It's very different. You know that at the time of fermentation. So when there's a change in color or the change in smell, you can say that your Jeevamrit is prepared. And ho sake to, it's very important that you have to keep the drum barrel in the shade, right? Barrel in the shade. Temperature you have to keep in mind, barrel you have to keep in shade, and then you have to stir it in the morning and the evening. Now how to apply it, which it's very very important. Since it's a liquid fertilizer, it can be used as a pesticide also, but it is mostly used as a fertilizer, right? So first and foremost we can do a drenching means that we have to pour a cup of the Jeevamrit that we have prepared, and we have to pour it around the plant base, basically around the root portion, so that it got drenched into that plant only. Otherwise we can use the Jeevamrit with the irrigation, and mostly it is done with fertigation. As you all know that nowadays we popularly used sprinkler and drip irrigation for vegetables and crops. So we can mix these Jeevamrit with the water, and we can do the fertigation. Otherwise we can spray the Jeevamrit, but we have to mix it in the water. We cannot spray as such, right? So let's say that we need only 10 liters in 10 liter of Jeevamrit in around 100 liters of water. So, one thing I want to tell you about these dosage and usage is that I have researched or searched many research papers, but there is not a proper dosage that we found. Like for chemicals, we have a proper dosage. Even in organic fertilizers, the biopesticides we have, they have a proper dosage, that what is how much to mix in water and how we can apply. But as such in natural farming and Jeevamrit, and similarly we have Beej Amrit also, they have don't have any proper dosage. According to my understanding, it's because that they are very natural. Even if it is applied in excess amount, it is not going to harm the plant. That's why as per my thinking and whatever it is there in the book and the papers I have put down here, so that you can understand it. These are the best applications that we can do with Jeevamrit. First is through drenching. I think this is the best one that is usually done even in our farm. agriculture farm, we usually do with the do the these application, that drenching wala application. Then fertigation is going to good, it's going to be good. Then spray, we can do the spray also. So I hope that you have understood that what is Jeevamrit. The most important thing is that you should know the preparation, that how it is prepared and what are the ingredients required. And I think that it's very, very easy to make. There's not a hi-fi thing or sci-fi part that you need this or that and it has to be done in that way. No, it's very, very easy. It can be done in a very easy manner. All you have to do is to take the action. You know the ingredient, you know the procedure how to do it, and just do it and use it in the field and see its changes. uh, so thank you so much. I hope you have found you have find this video helpful. Thank you so much.